I am so excited for this palette, you guys. Hello, welcome back to my corner of the internet. As you guys can see today, I am doing 3 looks, 1 palette with the new What's Up Beauty Skyfire palette that was recently sent to me in PR. So before I get into the 3 looks, I just want to give you a little quick background. This palette is now available. I'm sure you have seen my swatches on my YouTube shorts. I put them on my Instagram as well. So if you haven't seen the full swatch of this palette as well as seeing it in straight sunlight, it is a beautiful, beautiful palette. This palette is $49 and it is inspired by the northern lights up north where it's freezing and not many people live. So the packaging of it is stunning, absolutely stunning. And here's obviously what the palette looks like inside. You are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes in here. The rest are all shimmer, and you are getting a few that are duochrome shifty shades. And I just love these. I've used every single shade in this palette for all 3 looks. And I will tell you, each and every time that I've applied these to my eyes, it makes it look like I've done something completely new, even though I may have repeated some of the shades on my eyes. This is obviously cruelty-free, vegan, talc-free. It is made in Italy, you guys. The quality of What's Up Beauty formula as far as their eyeshadows is phenomenal. One of my favorites, very underrated. And I feel like for the price, you're getting a lot of stuff. And I love that she makes it nice and sleek, where this doesn't take up a lot of room and it's easy for me to travel with. It's magnetic, and the magnetization on here is pretty tough on here. You do get a mirror in this palette like you always do. And this does have 30% recyclable material in it. So you do get a little bit of saving the earth. Wasn't it Earth Day this month sometime? So it kind of worked out in that sense. I will tell you right now that I love this, and not because it was sent to me. You guys know I love her formula very much. This is a beautiful, cooler tone kind of palette, and I love the looks that came out with it. I don't see a problem with it. I will tell you that you do get fallout with these shimmery sparkly. You'll get more fallout if you use a brush versus your finger. If you wet the brush, it'll be an easier application. If you use a glitter glue, it'll be far easier application. Today was the only look that I used my fingers to apply it, and I got the least amount of fallout with the shimmer. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, because you do get fallout. Like, I accidentally got some sparkle here, but it was because I had leftover residue on my finger and I touched my face. Not necessarily because everything came down. I don't have a problem with this falling all throughout my face throughout the day. I don't know why. And I think, well, I kind of have an idea. I have very oily lids. So throughout the day, my oils seep through my eyelids, and I feel like it adheres better whenever I wear an eyeshadow like this. So for me, I don't have problem with fallout throughout the day. If you have drier eyelids, you may possibly, and I would consider using a glitter glue to apply these. But for me, I've never had an issue with like raining glitter at ever. And I think it has to do with me having very oily eyelids. But you guys, is amazing. I'm going to share 3 looks with you guys. If you want any of the information of this palette, it'll be down in the description box. And I currently do now have an affiliate link with What's Up Beauty. I will leave that down in the description box if you are interested in purchasing this palette. I appreciate it very much if you do use that link. If not, that's okay. All the information will be down in the description box. So now that I've gotten all of the housekeeping out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you the 3 distinct looks that I got from using this palette, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, so you're here to see a look number 1 with the new Skyfire palette by What's Up Beauty. So today, since I'm wearing a little bit of pink, I do have somewhere to be today. I am going to go to a school function for one of my nieces. So I think I'm going to go with a pink shade. Let's start out with Drift here, which is this shade right here. I'm gonna put it all over the lid because it feels like this is the one shade that I'm gonna use for every look, because it's my transition shade basically. Now we're gonna go in with Haze right here, which is a soft lavender shade. And I'm just gonna put this from our crease down. I'm gonna go in with a touch of Nebula right here, just the slightest little touch on the outer part right here. I'm gonna grab some of Sky and put this from halfway over. Then I'm gonna get Comet and put this in the inner part of my eye. All right, so I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and then I'll come back to show you guys the final look of this eye color. I really like it. It came out really pretty. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I really do like how it turned out. It looks so pretty and it's a night thing that I'm doing. So I'm actually very excited. It's very spring-like and it just puts me in the mood. So what I ended up doing is I ended up grabbing my brown milk chocolate by Mally and just putting it on the outer top part and smudging it out just to deepen it out. Because I do like a pink purple with a nice chocolatey color on the outer V, or on the out part of my lashes. So I did that. For my waterline, I ended up using this eyeliner. This is by MAC. This is the Commitment Issues. It's like a nice, soft, let me see if I could put it here. A nice, soft, purpley color. I thought it would fit perfect with this and kind of tie down. Because you guys know I'm not into pinks as much. But if I'm going to use pinks, I'm going to pair it with purples or browns. And this just grounded it a little bit more because it's deep, but it's not super purple, which I love. So that's in my waterline. Then for my lips, I used my NYX Nude Beige. Then I went ahead and used a Merit's Bespoken lip liner. And then for the lips, I ended up using Thanks It's MAC, which is a perfect lipstick because it's a soft pinky brown, so I feel like it went right in between. I just wanted to share with you guys how the whole entire look, these are all the shades that I ended up using this time, so it was more of a purple pink look, but it turned out really nice. So we're gonna move on to look number 2. On to look number 2, you guys, with the What's Up Beauty Skyfire palette. So it's cold today, this is why I have a hoodie on, and I figured I'd grab some inspiration from my tie-dye hoodie, and we're going to do a fun look. So obviously the only shade that we have to start out with, at least for me, is this one in Drift. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on our crease. I'm going to do something bold, and we're going to go into Nebula, which is this burgundy red. And we're going to slowly just start putting this all over our lid and into our crease, but very lightly, because I don't want this one to get out of hand. Okay, I know it looks a little messy. We're going to just trust the process. So, we're going to go into Galaxy, because Galaxy obviously looks great with this one, but we're going to mix it with other colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Galaxy, and we're going to put this right in the center first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Aurora and put this on the outer part. And then last but not least, we're going to grab, I'm debating between which one of these two. I think I'm going to go in with Flare. We're going to put that in the inner part of our lid. That looks so cool. Just going to grab the ever so slightly and just blend the edges. I'm gonna go in with Midnight and just go ahead and put a little bit of a liner on my upper lash line. Ooh, that looks so pretty. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna grab Drift and put it on my lower lash line because I want the top to be the center of attention. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of Nebula, a little bit, and put it on the outer part. All right, I'm gonna finish because I did most of my face already. I'm just gonna put on the blush, mascara, and my lip product, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is look number 2 with the palette from What's Up Beauty. Here are all the shades that I used in this look. It looks so cool, you guys. I love it. It's inspired by my tie-dye. I just wanted to pair all the colors together, and I thought this looked pretty cool. I also paired it with the What's Up Beauty Wind Glider Gel Eyeliner in Burgundy, which I swatched right there for you guys. That's what I have in my waterline. And then for lips, I ended up using my NYX Nude Beige. I topped it off with my Maybelline, what is this, Superstay Ink Crayon in Trust Your Gut, which is like a shade like this. And then I obviously outlined my lips with the Mario Rich Mauve is what it's called, Rich Mauve. I ended up just kind of defining my lips with it, but it turned out really nice. I love this in person. I don't know if you guys can see the amount of glisten on this one, and pairing it with this Nebula shade, this bright, like deep kind of burgundy egg. It's more red than purple, but if you put that as a base like I did, it just allows for the sparkle to be even more. Oh, it looks so cool, you guys. I really like this look. It paired really nicely. I think it looks so cool. I like it. I'm very happy I got inspired by my hoodie. So this is look number 2. Stay tuned for the final and third look. Today is the last look for the Skyfire palette by What's Up Beauty. So today my concentration is going to be on using Horizon, using Stars, which I'm dying to play around with, and then mixing a little bit of Borealis to see how that goes, because that's like a duochrome shifting kind of shade. So I'm curious to see how that works. So as always, you guys, we are going to start out with the color Draft, or Drift, I should say. So we're going to put this in our crease. For the outer V, we're going to use Horizon, which is like this kind of a little bit of a hint of red brown in it. All right, now we're going to grab Borealis, and today I'm going to use my fingers because I've been using a brush this whole time. So I'm going to use my finger, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of it and put it in the center. And then I'm going to grab Stars and put this more in the inner part. I'm going to go in with Drift and Horizon and put these on my lower lash line. Last touch, just like yesterday, I'm going to grab Midnight and use that as a liner. I'm going to finish the rest of the look, and then I'll come back for the final look with this palette. Okay, guys, so I paired my look with this this eyeliner by Urban Decay in the color Fluid Fig, and then for lips, I use my Merit Bespoke. Bespoke. It is Bespoke. And then I put in my Revlon Cashmere lipstick. I put these on to make it a little bit cooler, which I really like how this lip color turned out. So this is what we used, obviously, with the black like yesterday. So I used the light shadow, this matte shade right here, this brown burgundy, and then to the last two shimmers that I hadn't used. And this is the look. I really like how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed all three looks and my whole entire review of this palette. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know which one of the three looks did you like the best. I'm still going to keep playing around with this palette to see what other color combos I can come up with, to see if I could just do one shadow, two shadow look kind of stuff, and really enjoy it. I really, really like it. I can't decide which look I like the best. Honestly, each day, I just like the combinations more and more and more. There's so much dimension to these shadows, these shimmer shadows, that I feel like every day it makes it look like I have a brand new look, even though I may have repeated some of the shades. So I love it very, very much. I'll leave all the information down in the description box, and I will also leave my affiliate link that I do have now with What's Up Beauty. If you use it, thank you so very much. If not, that is okay with me, you guys. I will still have all the information down in the description for you guys. That is it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and for putting your input in wanting me to do this video. I really loved it, and it really does challenge me to really play around with the whole entire palette as a whole. So thank you guys very much for participating in my voting in my posts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, follow me on my community posts here and there. You'll see me post things here and there for you guys to vote on. All right, guys, that's it. May God bless you always. I will catch you guys in the next video.